Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Cathy of Cathy's Cash and Coin. I'm a single mom with 3 daughters. Although my oldest is now married and out of the house, my middle daughter is a college student away at school for her 3rd year of college. And then I have my youngest that lives here with me in our home. Thank you so much for stopping by and checking out this video. Today we are cash stuffing paycheck number 2 of April. I am bulk filming. You will be seeing this probably in about a week. I am guessing on the calendar here, but I am bulk filming because my daughter is coming in this weekend and I want to spend as much time with her as possible, so I don't want to be worrying about my videos. So hopefully you saw the budget with me for this cash stuffing a couple days ago, if I got everything done I was supposed to this week. So we're going to go ahead and get started by counting the money. So today we are stuffing 100, 200, 250, 270, 290, 310, 330, 350, 370, 390, 410, 430, 450, 460, 70, 80, 90. We are at 490, 95, 500, 510, 15, 20, 25, 30. We are at $530, $32, 34, 36, 38. 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48. So we have $548, and I have all the nominations I am using today. If you watched me prior to me coming back in April, you probably noticed I have a 50, I have 10s. I didn't usually have those. I bank with a credit union, and my only option, I thought, was going to an ATM that was near my work that only gave denominations of hundreds, 20s, 5s, or singles. But I found I can go to a shared branch and go to a teller, even though it's not my credit union. The shared branch will, because they work with my credit union. Anyway, I can get all denominations now and break down my paycheck how I want to, which is super exciting. So, all right, we are going to get started. And we are starting with my wallet, and I think I have a couple dollars left. I already took all the coins out of here because it was heavy, but I think I have like $2 left from groceries. Yeah. I only thought there was $2 in here. So I had a plan for these $2. Wow, I didn't realize we had $5 in there. Okay. Man, I probably would have spent that had I known it was in there. All right, and we're not putting this in groceries, so groceries will be the only thing getting money. We're going to add this to blessings because I only budgeted something of all these categories only for groceries. I have an extra 5. I'm going to put it in pets just to start saving up for the next time that they need food. So pets and blessings actually got something from grocery rollover. Dining out is not getting anything. Miscellaneous is not getting anything. Gifts is not getting anything. Health is not getting anything. And clothes is not getting anything. The only thing that's getting love today is groceries. I'm going to find the nastiest bills like usual. It's only 4. So I have 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. And some people might wonder how we can survive on $100 for 2 weeks. And I will say this. First of all, Autumn does get breakfast and lunch at school 5 days a week. So that saves immensely. We also order from Butcher Box. So the majority of my meat, it is very rare I get meat at the store. But if I get any, I only get it when it's on sale a great deal. For instance, about a month ago, Aldi had family pack chicken thighs on sale, or they were marked down 50% because the sell by date was the next day. There was about 5 of them. I got them all and I brought them home and I froze them. So I am stocked for chicken thighs. But we order from Butcher Box, which we will be stuffing. So that's a separate category. It doesn't come out of the grocery budget. This money is usually just to get the fill-ins that we need, the fruits that we get, vegetables. We get all frozen vegetables. I rarely buy any fresh vegetables because they always go bad here, but I do get some fruit at the store and just little fill-in things. Me, myself, I do a lot of intermittent fasting and OMAD, which is called 1 meal a day. So my grocery budget can be pretty low. Also, like I said, we use ButcherBox for the meat, and that is a huge part of a grocery budget. The other thing is when I go to Costco, I really stock up on things like my frozen vegetables or eggs. I get them usually the 5 dozen pack I get because I do meal prep, breakfast sandwiches, breakfast burritos. It's like a 2-day process for me to make tons of all of them. So we always have them in our freezer. So in a long way, I'm saying that we can make it work. Obviously, we had $7 left over from the last paycheck. Now, sometimes it might be tighter than others when we're running out of things, but I mainly shop at Aldi, Costco, and then Jewel Osco, which is our Albertson store. And I only get things at Jewel Osco when they're on sale or have a coupon or something because it can be very pricey there. But I'm very good at using the app to get the deals, and I'm in and out of there getting the deals only. Do not pay full price for anything. So that's it for the wallet. I feel like my budget with me video was super chatty, and this one is already chatty. Oh my goodness. So we're going to move on to this long-term binder. We only have one envelope we're going to stuff in here, and that is my debt envelope. And it is getting $250. So we're going to make a huge debt payment at the end of May. I'm putting it in here just because I'm still working with my creditors to lower some interest rates and get a better minimum payment for myself so that I can manage all of these accounts while working on one and doing like a debt snowball. So right now we have 100, 200, 250, 270, 290, 310. And this doesn't include any money from May yet. So whatever debt this will go to is going to get a huge payment at the end of May. And, you know, some people might think it's silly throughout May to pay a little bit of interest, but I'm okay with that. I would rather take this and put it aside and make sure that I am really hammering down on my debt. All right, we are moving on to the data binder. So the rest of this money will be going into my data binder. These are all categories that have a specific date they need to be funded by. Some are monthly or bi-monthly, some are quarterly, and most of them are yearly though. So we're going to start with landscaper. My landscaper did come once so far. It is $45 every time he comes. And I did decide this is something in my budget that I'm not willing to give up yet. If ever the need arises, I will give up this and, you know, pay my neighbor $20 to do it or something, you know. It might not be as good as a job as my guy does, but if this is something to cut, this will be something to cut. The other thing I didn't mention about groceries, if ever I need the money to buy more groceries for myself in autumn, I do use my child support money for savings challenges every week. I could always skip a week of savings challenges to fill our fridge if necessary, but our freezer is full. Our fridge is always pretty stocked. Our pantry is stocked, so I'm not really worried about it. All right, so landscaper now has 20, 40, 60, 85, 90. So this is 2 times, and he's only come once so far, so we are ahead of him right now at least. All right, moving on to waste management. This was a bill that really threw me off when they raised their prices. They did send an email that they were going to raise the prices, but it used to be about $75 a quarter. It bumped up to $207 a quarter. That is a huge increase. So I really needed to figure out how to make this work. So what I'm doing is $35 a paycheck. So for waste management, we have $20, $40, $55, $65, $70. And this won't be due again until July. Because, yeah, it'll be April, May, and June. Yeah, so it'll be due in July. All right, here is ButcherBox, and this is where I get all my meat, pretty much. Most of it, I should say, not all of it. But like I said, I got the chicken at Aldi recently. Any little fill-ins I will pick up at the store, but only if it's on sale or it's a good deal. I shop at Aldi and Costco for meat. Rarely do I get meat at Jewel because it's too expensive and almost never on a good enough sale for me. So we are adding 25. Now ButcherBox just came and my sister actually covered most of it. So 25 of this will go towards the ButcherBox. So we're really only going to have 25, 20, 45, 50. There's 50 in here, but 25 of it really goes to the ButcherBox that just came. So when next time you see this, there'll only be 25 in there. All right, moving on to Grove. Grove is a subscription service, but it's where I get all my cleaning products. Putting $10 in here, 10, 15, 20 in here. I almost never buy cleaning products at the store. I get almost all of them. I get hand soap, hand lotion, multi-purpose sprays, so many things through Grove. And I only put $10 a paycheck in here, so it's about $40 every other month. And I like it. It's Mrs. Meyer's that I usually get. They have great scents, and they're just cleaner, greener cleaning products. So I like it, and I think it's worth the 40 bucks every other month for everything that I get. MK is pretty much all of my skincare things. I order once a year. We're going to put $13 in here. That's 10, 12, 13. I'm really behind on, not really, but I am a bit behind on this for the year. It needs $58 more to be current to where we should be by putting the 13 in. So we have 10, 15, 17, 19, $20 in here now. But we have till the end of the year to really bump this up. So I'm not so worried about that. Moving on to car registration. Here in Illinois, we do have to do our car registration yearly, and is about $150 for the year. So we're going to do $7. And I now have 20, 35, 37, 39, 40, 41, 42. And I just got my new registration sticker in February. So I have till February to save for it. Oh man. So it's one of the first envelopes I ever made, and it is starting to fall apart. Moving on to Microsoft. Ooh. All right, I had to go and get something for this category. So Microsoft is coming up due in about the middle of May. I am gonna work with Helena on getting the student discount, but we are still gonna have it fully funded for if something for some reason doesn't work out with that. It is gonna be fully funded right now. So we have 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 120, 135, 45, 47, 48, 49, and 150. So I had to run and get this Gold Met card. I think I got this from Reynolds Budget, pretty sure. I have a few different fully funded cards. I thought this one was beautiful. So there we go. Microsoft is ready to go for May. Like I said, hopefully I won't have to use all of this. It would be really awesome to be able to use that money elsewhere and not save up $7 a bit every paycheck. Same thing with Amazon. I am looking into the student rate for that. This is not due till August, and it's $6 a paycheck. So Helena hopefully will get me a little bit better rate on those two for her being in college. So we have 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 5, 10, 15, 20, 22, 24, 25, 26. 126 in here, and this is about 140 a year. Moving on to school, and this is school registration for Autumn, my daughter that's in junior high. Last year, the fees were in the 400s. I can't remember exactly what it was. I should know this, but I don't. But they did offer a payment plan, so we are quite a bit behind. We're going to add $22. Yeah, we're going to add $22. But also, she is graduating 8th grade this year, so I'm sure there's going to be added fees on. So I think saving up $500 would be good. So we need $385 to even get it close to being caught up. So we have 20, 40, 52, $53 in here now. But like I said, they do offer payment plans. And anytime I have a little extra money, I will just throw it in here to bring this number down. Swim team, and this is for her fall and winter swim. She does that here in Illinois in the fall winter months, and she does swim and sailing up in Michigan over the summer months, and she does sailing team as well now. And sailing team, she got a full scholarship this year, so this summer all I have to pay for is swim team and sailing lessons basically is what it is. So we're going to add 19, 10, 15, I'm out of twos, 16, 17, 18, 19. So a swim team now has 10, 25, 35, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, $48 in here now. And to get it caught up, it needs about $218. But like I said, this is for fall, winter moving on to ID theft, and I am definitely going to look into pausing my credit. There's a couple mentions. A couple people had mentioned that, so I'm going to look into that. If I can do that, that would be a great option for myself and Autumn, and then I don't have to pay this yearly. I think, what is it, a year? It's $150 a year, but to me, $7 a paycheck isn't much to protect it. And since I have a newer car, I won't be using credit for that. I'm working on paying off debt anyway, and I have a home now. I don't really need credit for anything at this moment in time, so I might do that. So we will see. So we have 20, 40, 65, 75, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84. $84. This isn't due till November, so I have a little time to work on that. And finally, the final category today is Carb Manager. It's getting the last $2. So we have 5, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Like I said, I do a lot of intermittent fasting, and I do like to do very low carb and even into keto. Sometimes when I'm eating right, I will say in the last year, I have not been very good at any of it, but this app helps me manage and keep track of my carbs. I am someone that does not do well with carbs, so I tend to gain weight when I'm eating a lot of carbs, and this is an app that's less than $40 a year, so it's worth it to put the $1 or $2 a paycheck in there for me, to have that available when I am focusing more on my health. Well, that is it, you guys. We stuffed all of the categories with this second paycheck of April. I hope you're having a wonderful start to May. I'm assuming this is not coming out till May, so hopefully I'm getting the date right, but it's a guess. Anyway, next video should be my savings challenge video this weekend, so I hope to see you then. Thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. You guys take care and have a blessed day. Bye.